Hello, hi, and welcome to this very casual live that I'm going to bring to you tonight. But I'm going to bring you some gold nuggets. So, you're going to want to listen to what I'm saying, especially if you are a high achiever, if you are ambitious, and especially if you absolutely love success. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see if there is anybody jumping on, and I'm going to also make sure that I am actually live with you. And so what I'm going to do is going to ask you to drop down in the comments hello and where you're calling in from. And I'm going to do a little intro, tell you about what I'm going to give to you on this free little mini masterclass tonight. And let's open up by I just want to welcome you. I just want to say thank you for, coming on board to listen to this. And if you love success, if you've got a business, a service, and you want to leave a legacy in the world, you are going to want to stay till the end, because I have got a gift. Of course, I've got a gift. Terry has always got gifts to bring, right? So let me do a little brief intro. My name's Terry Messenger, and I help people build their world-class business lifestyle with a mastery acquisition, because in case you don't know me, I have been doing neuro-linguistic programming, hypnosis, EFT, and many other of the world's most greatest biohacking modalities, right, guys, to move you at the speed of light. So now, as a very experienced, I'd call myself a veteran, but that might sound a bit old. But now, since I've been around for now 15 years, I have seen what it is that people really, really want, what they benefit, what changes their lives. So tell me, guys, if you could change your life today, wherever you are in the world, and drop it down in the comments wherever you are, and let's see who's on board. Do I hear anybody from Australia in the house? If you are from Australia, drop it down in the comments. If you are from overseas in the USA, drop it down. So who will really benefit from this tonight? Well, the people that are going to really benefit from this are going to be people who have this insatiable appetite to be successful. They're driven, they're unstoppable, and they are definitely high achievers. But here is the little secret, you guys. And let's see, I can't see any comments so far. So let's see your comments. Show me some love, and let's just see your comments. Can I hear where you're calling in from? I see lots of people watching, but can't see any comments yet. So I'm wondering if the comments are over in my other area, because StreamYard does something strange like that. Anyways, I'm going to move on with the show because time is precious. So people are usually ambitious. Now, this is a little secret before I tell you all my other little secrets. People are usually ambitious and driven as a result of the pain that they have actually gone through. So the pain and the experience has actually been the driver. So put it down in the comments. I still can't see any comments. I see about 6 or 7 people watching, but maybe they're in the group and it's not reflecting here on, as I call it, the cricket show. So my zone of genius is definitely through my acquisition. And that is, somebody asked me today, Terry, what is an acquisition? And, really what it is it's about something that you attain, okay? And it's something you achieve, it's something you attain. And, along the way, I have created some amazing modalities, and I have blended them together utilizing NLP, hypnosis, And now what I'm doing is I'm creating epic success to help people to package their brilliance and launch their legacy. So the first 2 years of my life were really in helping people, transforming them. You know, I would see people go from zero to hero, literally. And this is how I came to know the kind of people that I attracted. Because even though they would come with a problem, they would come with this stuck energy, or they would have great pain in their life. Sometimes it would be emotional, physical. Sometimes it would be, you know, showing up in the way that their body was, the way they looked, the way they felt. But really, none of that mattered. Because the secret was that the only reason they were sabotaging themselves is because they were wanting to achieve something. There was a higher purpose to hold them back. They were wanting to feed themselves so that they could comfort themselves. They were protecting themselves. And do you know, this is what I found. When I lifted the lid off of their, what I call their gold mine, when I lifted the lid and I actually helped them to get rid of some of their sabotaging patterns, something very strange happened. Now, if you want to know what happened, drop yes down in the comments, but I think everybody is watching over in my group, so I'm not seeing any on my business page, which is really a shame because I see lots of people are watching, but I am here with you. And look, what actually happened is the moment people were able to release their blockages, they were then able to really come out of themselves. They were able to rise. They were able to step into their zone of genius. And this is what I actually noticed. People took a stand for their life. They became more confident. They became more driven, more mission orientated. And it was almost as if they took all their pain and they channeled it. Now, can you imagine? You know, we are teaching people in our new program how to become a business athlete. And a business athlete is someone who is laser lucid focused. A business athlete is someone who takes rest for themselves. So they look after themselves. Are you hearing me? So you've got to look after yourself. You've got to ensure that you are putting into your body the right things. You are taking the right rest. You are looking after yourself. And that is why it is absolutely imperative, you guys, to have the right energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some secrets, okay? But before I share some secrets, why don't I ask you a very important question? What does living a hugely successful life look like to you? Now, if you were to see yourself and see yourself in your most epic success, what would you be doing? Like, would there be, you know, a shift where perhaps you'd already be in the flow doing this? Like, it could be in your career. You could be serving lots of people. You could be sitting on a yacht sipping champagne. You could be, you know, in your flow zone of omnipresence, doing what you absolutely enjoy. What does it look like? Can you imagine that you of the future and how you look? So as you think about this and you think about what that means for you, like, what does it mean for you to actually have that? But maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but that's part of what I do. I help you get really crystal clear. But now this may be an easier question for you to answer. What is your biggest obstacle? What is the obstacle that is holding you back? Now, I know for a lot of people, sometimes it's a case that for example, if you are a coach and you are really wanting to drive something fabulous online and you're wanting to do something, then quite often the magic is killed by all of the stuff that you're having to do on the back end, okay? So it's a very interesting concept that sometimes we can't move where we want to because we're doing too many things and we're spreading ourselves too thin. So is it overwhelm? Is it that you don't know where to start? Is it that you're sabotaging and you're feeling like you are holding yourself back? What is your biggest obstacle? Now, if you were, wherever you are, because I'm not sure if you're in my group watching this, I take it you are, and I'm probably should be looking at my group comments. Tell me, did you know the problem may be different to what you actually think? So while you may be thinking that the problem that you've actually got is around, not being able to have enough clients or not having enough confidence or not feeling good enough about yourself or feeling useless, what you may discover is in actual fact that is not the problem at all. And I want to allude you to this because quite often at the very, very bottom line, the problem stems from your subconscious mind protecting you and running a circuit, doing the same thing over and over again. But here is the fact. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same thing. So what have you done to look at overcoming this? Have you tried anything? Have you done anything that has obviously made an impact on your life? Have you done lots of programs? I know people say to me, Terry, I've spent so much money on programs. I'm not going to spend any more money at the moment. I just need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Just to find they keep doing the same thing. What I say to people is that if you have invested already in yourself, even if it is that you've got a problem with your body or a problem in yourself where you've tried other things like psychology or you've tried to get help in other areas, let me tell you, one of the biggest, most miraculous elements is you. You are your own instrumental, phenomenal power. And when you can shift what it is that is stopping and blocking you, then everything will change. And you know what? Here is one little secret before I get to all the other secrets. What you think it may take to become epically successful, you may be very surprised, very, very surprised indeed to know that it's easy and it's much more simple than you think. So if you think about what it is that you really want, like what is it? Like, okay, you've got the obstacles. You may be able to pinpoint that you're sabotaging, you're not confident enough, you're feeling this, maybe not enough clients, not enough this. It may be that you are just self-destructing by eating the wrong food, doing the wrong thing. When you think about what it is that you do want, you can think about what you don't want first to think about what you do want. But what you need to do is feel into it. You need to feel into what it would actually mean. Because sometimes we spend so much time in our life pushing and hustling and grinding to get to where we are. We're not giving the universe the actual space to give you what you want. Boom! Now, if you get that, if you understand what I'm saying right there, well, then you can put it down in the comments. I think everybody's watching in the group because I'm looking at my business page and I can see 10 people are watching. That's great. all of you. I can see that there are people there. Because StreamYard, and this is what I teach my people, use StreamYard because you can do things like this. You can jog your memory by putting these little cues down. Like, why do you think you really want it? So why do you want to have epic success in that way? Or why don't you want it? Maybe you want to ask yourself that question instead. Why do you not want to be doing what you're doing anymore? Why is it that that's so bad? So now let's kind of jump here. Let's imagine you could reach out and touch and feel a day in your life. Do you know what that would look like? Because it's really important for your vision to be laser, lucid, focused, you guys. And this is part of my artistry. So one of the biggest reasons that so many people do quantum leaps is because I help recode the mind. And this is, part of the acquisition that I give coaches to know how to be able to package your brilliance, how to know how to channel your, I was talking to a lady today. I'm not going to mention her name. She's probably watching. In fact, I believe she will be. But I think a whole new world opened up for her because all of a sudden a very, very competent, high, ambitious, driven coach, and all of a sudden pennies were just dropping because suddenly we opened up her world so that she could be branded to be the authentic real deal. And you know what? There's only going to be one person like you. And I make sure that you are the authentic copy. You're not just a duplication, a carbon copy. It's okay to duplicate systems because that is a really big part of success. You've got to be able to duplicate the system. But this is the problem people get caught up in. They think that copycatting people is the system. And they wonder why they're second best, third best, fourth best, standing 10th in line. You don't want to be standing 10th in line or even second place. And I create coaches, business people, and leaders who want to be number one. And they will be able to become number one simply because they can tap into it. So how is it affecting you from not having this yet? Like, if you can really get into how it's affecting your life, like, I would say the same thing to a cigarette smoker or someone who wanted to quit a bad habit. But in this case, we're really honing in on people who are wanting epic success, but you can by all means think about what pain you've got and how that is affecting you in your life. And I know as a person like myself, I found my God-given purpose, my fulfillment, my happiness, my inner ability to cope with what life throws at me so much easier and so much better because I know who I am, I know who I serve, and I have a big mission. And I know that when you come to know who you are and who you serve, you can crack the code. What will it mean for you to crack the code? And, what would it mean if you did not crack the code and you were still in the same position in 12 months from now? Now, here is something interesting. I found that every huge breakthrough I had in my life usually came from something that was quite simple. It wasn't this big, thunder and lightning bolts of 50,000 things that I had to do all at once. It was usually one thing that just needed to change the cog. And it's like the missing code, the sequence, and then there's this domino effect. So you can choose, really. You can choose to stay put and stay where you are, or you can choose to pivot and take a sharp right turn. But the thing that made me crazy about my business is knowing knowing that I had so much inside me to give, so much magic, but there was too many moving parts. And that, let me give you an illustration what that's like. It's like putting a big tiger or a lion in a cage and bottling them up for like 6 weeks. But can you imagine? You've got this, no wonder Anthony Robbins calls it unleashing the giant from within, because it's like you've got this big mission inside you, and everybody has. Don't try and play down small or say, other people are better than me or I'm not good enough, because that is an old story and we all have had that same story. You are good enough. You can achieve your dreams and you deserve to know what they are. So my question is that what is it that makes you crazy? Because you can't achieve it. And it's like a frustration. It's like this incredible thing that's dying to come out. Are you ready to unlock your beauty codes? Are you ready to unlock your zone of genius? Well, let me tell you something, guys. I would like to just give you some, firstly, I'm going to say to you that we're going to give you a gift. So if you'd like a gift, let me know, because I am now going to get, and I'm going to have to ask my VA if you can actually drop the special gift, which is a masterclass series. 3 powerful masterclasses that are now obsolete on my group. You can have them for life with a workbook that is going to have questions that are going to change your life. If you happen to be somebody who is helping people, you can utilize this and change it up so that you can really help other people. It's very powerful. So if I can get my VA to come over to the business page and drop that link into the business page and wherever everybody else is, because I can see all these people, I just don't know where you are. I'm kind of like feeling like I'm in a different vortex, but I feel you, right, you guys? So, what I really want to do now is tell you that you may be 1 digit away from cracking the jackpot. You could be 7 feet from gold. In fact, sometimes the closer you are, the more frustrating it is. But what I do is I teach people how to become a world-class business person and how to create that world-class business lifestyle. Now, why? Why do I do that? Well, I'm going to tell you why, because it's a big secret about, really what constitutes what I believe success, what eliminates imposter syndrome, and what really creates a person to feel fully aligned. And that is that the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So when you are developing your mission and your God-given purpose, wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So I could be up in the absolute beautiful Bahamas, in the sunny, beautiful beaches where there's palm trees and there's sand and there's epic oceans. And I could be feeling my best, wandering along the beach, feeling so good, hearing that breeze, sensing and hearing the birds, and just really soaking up that beautiful air. And then I could go sit down. And as a result of having rested, as a result of having opened up the airways of my mind and giving myself space, if you will, I have downloads of inspiration. So you've got to rest. You've got to slow down to speed up. And one of the reasons I also built this world-class business lifestyle is because I recognize that people are more successful. And one of the ladies that's watching this, She is very similar to me, but she's going to have her own specialized niche. You've got to become an athlete. That means that you've got to have that ability to run the marathon, really get yourself totally groomed to win, to take gold, to champion what you're doing. And then you've got to run across that finishing line and win. But then you've got to rest, right, guys? You've got to be able to rest. And it's amazing how many people and how successful I was when I did my last live launch. And then I went to actually onboarding coaches. And why did they onboard? Because they want to be top of the field. They want to be able to package up their brilliance. They want to be able to stand in front of a camera and feel like they can show up and share something spectacular. I already have people coming in who are getting my gift. Well done, all of you who are doing that. I can see my emails are coming through now. Fabulous. So here's what I want you to do. I really want to come back to the drawing board, and I want to say to you that you need to be able to channel your pain of your story into your glory. You need to know that you are your brand and to be number one. You need to understand that you are like an athlete, and we'll train you, we'll groom you, and we will launch your legacy. And I have dealt with people that are obviously predominantly coaches, healers, lots of teachers too, and nurses and counselors, because they get their clients where they want to at the speed of light. But people who are like artists, high achievers. And so business people, when they understand the concept of becoming who you want to be, resting, taking in life, really having that ability to just stand in your power. Because, guys, the last question I'm going to ask you, if nothing changes between now and this time next year, what's that going to mean for you? But now I want to enlighten you. You may be so close and yet so far away from exactly who and what you want. I'm not saying life is ever going to be perfect, but, reaching that ability to know who you are, stand in your power, have the confidence to speak, and to be able to just get rid of all of the noise and the moving parts that have been stealing your magic. And to be able to come forward, because that's what we do. We will launch your legacy. We will help you to stand out and be number one. We will transmute your greatest pain. You tell me you haven't had any pain in your life, guess what? I don't even know whether I will be able to help you. If you have never had any pain in your life, now show me some hearts or some comments. I'll find you when I finally find out where this live stream is going. Put down in the comments if you've never had any pain. Say, no, never had any pain. But if you've had pain, write pain. Because it's the people with the greatest pain. They are the Oprah Winfreys. They are the Winston Churchills. They are the Mother Teresas. They are the greats of the world. So if you've had pain, I'm going to channel that into your fame. If you've got a story, I'm going to create it to become your glory. Let's transmute. Let's transform you, transmute it, package up your business, allow you to become number one, and support you with a system that is going to allow you to come forward and bring your magic to the world. And if that sounds good, I'm going to get my VA to drop down my calendar, because you can book a call with me, right? Now, I don't want you to book a call with me if you do not feel aligned, because you're wasting your time and mine. But if you are curious I wouldn't want you to do any of my programs unless you were 100% aligned. And that's my last secret. If you want to learn how to become an epic salesperson, there goes another person that has just got my gift. If you want to become an epic salesperson, you've got to believe so much in every fiber of your body and learn the law of releasing and letting go. Completely being okay with the word no. In fact, you want to be able to celebrate, yes, 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 if someone says no. Because if someone says no to you, they're not saying no to you, they're just saying no to themselves. And they have the right. And that's the first thing I always say to people. On this call, at any time, you do not feel completely aligned, or you feel like this is not going to give you everything that you would expect, I would like you to let me know. Is that fair? And if you believe that's fair, then you jump on a call with me. That is on the provisor that you are ready to change. You are serious about changing, even if we're not a perfect fit. Because it's okay to say no if we're not a perfect fit. But if we are a good fit, then you can have the opportunity to work with me. So there's a calendar link. Let's close by now. Give the gift. Allow that gift to be dropped into the comments to all these people. And there's another person who has opted in to get the gift, which is a masterclass, 3 masterclasses, a workbook, ebook with confirmations, affirmations. And now, guys, let's close down with you imagining that you are going out into your future. Now go on out into your future. Imagine we're just going to harness energy. Well, let's leave the vision alone. We do that when we are really inside a consultation. But instead, I want you just to imagine that you've done all the right things, made all the right decisions, and you're standing in your energy. What does it feel like to feel confident? What do you feel like in your body when you feel so present? Like even if it's when you're on a motorbike or when you're doing something, you might be painting a picture or you might be, speaking and helping someone. What does that feel like in your body? I want you to imagine, that you are allowing this now to rise up from the soles of your feet. And it's like every molecule of your body is now coming alive, switched on, and totally tuned in, tapped in to this new frequency. And this color is surging with a sound up through your legs, up through your body, up through your spinal cord. And it's now moving up, releasing all subluxations. That just means blockages, by the way, guys. I'm speaking in my husband's chiropractic terms. So all blockages are now being released from your spinal cord, and they're the memories of all of the things that have been holding you back. And I want you to imagine it's moving up through to the top of the nape of your neck, through to the crown of your head. And now golden light is coming in, giving you the download of inspiration to know exactly what you need to do to go to the next level. And I don't know what that is. I don't know whether that's with myself. I don't know whether that is with somebody else. I don't know whether it's a decision that you're going to make. But I do pray that whatever decision that is going to take you to the next level, because you were on this call and you listened to this and you allowed yourself to feel this energy surging, that you will be blessed with exactly the right answer. The answer that is going to give you the answer that's going to shift you to the next level. And as I'm going to ask you now to come back to the here and now, coming back into your reality zone, I want you to now commit to doing something. This is one piece of homework before we close down. The homework is that I want you to wake up tomorrow morning. I want you to stand up and I want you to hold your shoulders out so that they're right back. I want you to look up with your eyes and I want you to state who you are in the now. I am a world-class coach. I am a great ambassador. I am an amazing artist. I am a world leader in what I do. I am an influencer. I am the greatest parent. I am the greatest athlete. I am the greatest tennis player, whatever that is. State who it is. And there we go. We've got more people that are receiving their gift. Great news, guys. And just hold yourself right there, opening up your chest cavity, looking up and state I am. And take a deep breath in, and that's all I got. So I would love you if you feel genuinely like you would like to hop on a call with me and you feel that this is something you would like to look into deeper and further, then I welcome you to that call. I also welcome you to say no if it's not right for you, because that is an absolute mandatory, not an option. Do not pass go. You need to own your decisions. And your decisions, believe you me, are the reason that you are where you are right now in your life. So with that, I would like to send you so much love and so much wisdom and so much confidence, because, you know, when people do my program, they can show up like this because suddenly they realize something new. They shift the needle and they step into their power and they speak their truth with ease, flow, and grace. So that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this. Just a random live, coming to you live, bringing you the fire. And I will see you, because I'll be coming weekly and we'll establish a time. And make sure you grab that gift. The gift is in the comments, lots of power in there. Jump on a call and I will talk to you soon. And remember, resolve.